Hey guys, so today we'll be discussing on this AI analytics application release version 4.0.0. So basically, some new enhancement has been happened in this project. So I've added, few couple of features which will be enhancing this application use cases, and it can be really helpful to the transform the data and like in corporate level, as you know, there are a lot of tools have been used to transform data, like Power BI and all this stuff. So what happened, like user pull data, load in the Power BI, and then do some operation on top of that, and then they can transform the data, they can clean the data. So, without this feature, I believe that this app is also incomplete. So we already had the capability of pulling out the data, but we did not have the ability to transform it, like to modify or like further analysis on the specific whatever the data you pull out from the system. So to resolve the gap, I added some couple of feature in it, which can really really improvise this application and help in the business use cases. So let me take you to the application and what are the changes I've done. So internally, a lot of things has happened definitely. But I will show you on the app perspective, like what are the changes, how exactly it look and how exactly it's gonna impact the use cases of this application. So yeah, and let me take you to the like releases, whatever I'm doing here. So first of all, I have added multi-domain query. So what this multi-domain query is? So in the older system, like older version, we had feature like to query in a single database. So if there are multiple domains are there, so at a single time, at a particular time of query, it was able to retrieve data from a single database only. But right now, it has also the capability of retrieving from multiple databases and combining them together as well. So this is a new feature which can like work on multi-domain capabilities. Uh, like it can retrieve from there, and if they are pretty related from each other, those data are pretty related from each other. So in that case, it can be combined those data together. So, but it won't be working if the data are not related each other. So, suppose I have sales data and in a another database I have like something which is ERP. So, both the data is completely different from each other. There is no linkage, so you can't combine them, right? So, but this feature will exactly work if if the data are pretty related with each other. So sometimes what happen like like there is employee data, right? So suppose for employee data specifically, you have a separate database, and you are maintaining the different tables, different data like inside that database separately. But for HR, HR, you are managing something different database and storing in a different way, and you want both the data to be combined and displayed to the user. So, in the older system, it was not possible. Even the data are linked, as the databases are different from each other. They are differently stored in the different systems. So, retrieval and displaying it to the user was not possible. So, but with this feature like multi-domain query, so it is right now possible. You can pull out those data and combine together and display. Even not possible manually also, you will be able to do it if some cases it got failed. So, this feature I mentioned in the last failed merge data for multi-domain, added manual merging support. Uh, and some UI enhancement has been done also. I realized that the rack configuration UI also need to improvise, and additionally I have added some tuning feature. So load transform data that I was talking in the first part. So this is one more feature I've added. Like you can load the data and then you can transform. And this load of the data can happen in multiple ways also. So let me take you to the app, show you like what are the key feature I've been added. So we'll go from this UI enhancement from the first, like what are the better UI that I've enhanced, and the RAG configuration, some some more tuning feature whatever I have added here. So let me take you to the admin panel. So if you see this RAG panel, so it was vertical before. Right now I've done like sorry, it was horizontal before, and right now it is done in the vertical way. So the steps would be like easier to understand by the user, and a user can visualize like what are the steps are there. On the top also you can see the numbers. You can go for the full screen, and like this you can go accordingly. So you can see the what are the embedding has happened here. What are the tables that is stored in the embedding way. So you can see here the relationship, how it has been managed. So everything we can visualize here. And I have already mentioned regarding this visualization graph verification. So let me show you like how much testing I'm doing on this, how complex systems I have tried out here, so that you can have a guess, up to what I have tested in this system, and to verify that what is the capability of the system. So let me, you know, so yeah, I mean, I'm just deselecting to make it easier to understand. This is about the logistic. This is about the e-commerce, and this is about the customer analyze DB. So these two DB e-commerce and this customer analytics DB are related each other. That's a testing domain I've added to test multi-domain query. So I'll show you one of the complex system I've added, the Solar DB, to see how complex the structure are. Around 300, 400 tables are there. So you can see how chained they are from to each other, and how complex the system really is. So this is about the embedding. I'm going in a reverse way. So knowledge-based management, yeah, I mean, I've already mentioned. So you can add separate domain, some specific domain, and with the respective questions. So the knowledge base will be provided to the system, similar to the business logic as well. So if a specific business logic you want to add, so you can mention it here as well. And this is the tuning feature that I was mentioned before, like table and column level you can add. Additionally, I've added a new feature, this table description. So additionally, to define each table, so with the domain wise you can mention the details. There's some description, so that table would be fetched accordingly to the system. If any, because like sometimes what can happen, like the table name and all, it might not be very relevant, and it might not be fall under the criteria that RAG system request. So like to tune this thing, like suppose if you see this public customer behavior, so it might be something C behavior or something like, right? So if I ask customer behavior, so LLM might not be able to understand like what is C behavior or CBEH. So like the developer might put some table like in this way in the short form. So this can be a real issue while retrieving it, right? So to tune this feature will be helpful in that way. So you can put like what is this table about and also it can be done quickly with that. Additionally, there is a bulk generation. So what this bulk generation, it will be help, it will assist like admin to tune this feature in whole. So what can happen, like in the bulk generation, the LLM will understand about the table and write some summary. So user can you just verify and tweak the changes and save. So it will reduce the manual work of the admin. Yeah, I mean I've already mentioned this. What about this edit schema and all? Like once you save your database, you have to come here and like you have to generate schema. So it will pull out from the system like what are the schemas are there, and you can just tune them. Like you can just verify and save them, like if they're proper or not. So this is the additional UI enhancement and this new feature that I was talking about, like some additional tuning and all has been added. And this is fallback, table. If RAG system got failed, so what are the table you want supplied to the LLM? You can mention here. And domain wise, you can also, tune your domain. Suppose it is e-commerce DB, right? So it might be it's a generic database, but something it can be like it can be suppose you can consider like it can be Flipkart, eCard, or any kind of specific company, but they have not might have mentioned this to their name. So it might be also it might not be very relevant for the RAG and relevant retrieval. So you can add some keywords so which can exactly help out the system to match and retrieve the details from the system. So this is a keyword tuning feature, additionally added here for the domain one. And the rest of the configuration also very dynamic. So whatever the criteria you want to mention, you want them to be tuned. So you can just come here and do the same. And regarding this user management, role permissions, table restrictions, I have already mentioned in those last videos. So you can check out like how exactly they work. And this cache dashboard and all, I've already described in version 3 video and like in the older videos also. Okay, so this is one feature that we are done. We have discussed right now, and then I will take you to the multi-domain query. So what this multi-domain query is, if I take you here, if you see, so we have changed this select data source, right? So I can choose right now the multiple database, and you can see there's the primary and secondary and all this kind of structure. So you can select both the database, and it will show like for both the database things that it will just display here. So if you come inside and if you see like I asked some question and it generated for both the database e-commerce and customer analytics TV. So some charts has been generated. Yeah, I mean there is some lack of data, so it's not created a very relevant charts here. But yeah, I mean with the right query, it can do that. You can see the view data, like what are the data it just retrieved from here and from the both the database, right? So customer analytics TV and e-commerce TV, how exactly the things are, and you can just verify, and you have also additional option to edit. So you can come here, you can just select those type of transformation you want to do. What are the operations, join, union, filter, sort, limit, everything, whatever you required, you can just do here. Then you can run the test. So if you see the both the data are joined on top of the total order and total order left on the customer analytics and e-commerce TV on the total order. So it's not a very relevant join, but yeah, I mean as the both the have the common data for total order, so I've done on top of that only. But the real logic it's supposed to be way different. And if you come here like charts, so you can see like what kind of chart you want to generate. You can like save accordingly here, right? So this supposed to be this way only. You can just select like what kind of chart you need. So this is easily you can just manually do this thing together. And sometimes, if you remember, like before some time, I was discussing uh, on one thing like some tuning kind of things, right? So what exactly do it? You can tune your system on top of that. So, like suppose like this retrieval is not very relevant in case like for the merge query, right? So you can tune your system. Like if any table is not matching, so you just put your description on top of inside that. So next time when you query, so it will pull the exact details, whatever supposed to be happened, right? Pull from the system, and LLM can merge itself. So this mistakes won't also happen in that case. So this is one thing I wanted to display you, like how exactly the things work. And if I take you here, like some charts that I have asked here to the system, which customer have increased their uh, purchase recently. So you see, it successfully retrieved the data and merge, I guess. Yeah. So you see here, it's showing domain wise here. Uh, okay, so there is some issue, I guess, in the chart generation, but yeah, because it might not match, right? I did not have the exact sample data right now with me, so I could not might have merged. But yeah, I mean, the similar like uh, you can just select the different domain and all, like data frame, whatever you want. Uh, you can just select, and you can just merge them accordingly. Okay, so something is not matching, I guess. Okay, so similarly, it can be done. Like, I mean, I'm not going further, like wasting much time here, but yeah, I mean, it can be done accordingly, and user can just display the details like this only. So this is one use cases, right? So you can just query, and LLM will merge. Yeah, I mean, for this query, right? I can show you. Here I asked for like show me 2 years customer order data. Show me, yeah, I mean, I just repeated the question two. I just pasted the question two times. But yeah, I mean, you can see like show me last 2 year customer orders, customer data. So it just pull out the data from the system. I guess like for this I have tested. So I tune for like a single query, and this new two domain whatever I have added. So they did not have very relevant data for each other. But yeah, I mean something I tuned and make it adjusted. So when I asked this question, it was able to merge the data also. So yeah, I mean you can see like how the data is just it retrieved, and separately you can also visualize the details. And if you go to the charts, so yeah, I mean this is one chart how it generated here. So you can ask like what kind of charts you need, and that is also possible. Like it will be generated accordingly. You can see like what are the charts it just generated out of the question, and similarly you can transform this data. So it has collected data from the multiple queries. It's not a single query combination. Instead, there was multiple query that it has fired to get the details. Let me show you. Yeah, it's a very good example, I guess, to display the capability of the system. So when I asked this question, the system generated, I guess, 4 to 5 queries here. You can see like, separate domain, how it created the query for, for these databases. So once this query get, created, then it has a process plan, right? So what this process plan do with the respective steps? So basically, it join the data. So it join the data, and it then again selected states and all is mentioned, and provide the final output. So this is the raw code, like this is the raw code, like how it just transforms. Like instead of this process plan, you can also visualize this raw code if you want. But I mean, this is comparatively more easier to visualize the details. But I mean, this three and four, five, six, the six query just combine and present these details, whatever you are seeing here, right? You can see like 23,655 data is just produced here out of it. So yeah, and the charts, how exactly it will prepare the charts out of it. So yeah, I mean some tuning definitely required. I have not tuned very much to this both the databases, but yeah, I mean if you have some like database which have like relevant data, and you can just tune them, and the system able to one time you just tune, and onwards like the system will able to answer it, and combine them and display to you. Even that is not possible in any case, so manual merging is also one of the options that we have always. So you can come here, and there is a merge studio. So inside the merge studio, you merge and save, and your data will be got prepared. So you can just see the data and charts accordingly. So that is also one of the use case this application provide right now nodes. Yeah. So let's move to the next functionality. So I guess I mentioned this multi-domain query. So we'll be going for the data load and transform, and how exactly I'm doing inside this transform cart. I'll show you this. So I'll try for the sales itself. I guess that would be the best example. Mm, okay, let me empty this. Okay, if you see, like in each of the charts, each of the questions, whatever it prepares, so there is a transform option I'm giving. So what this transform option is exactly doing here. So if I click this transform, so this data will be added to the transform cart. Okay, and what I can do next, like I can add these details. Like you can add from anywhere, right? It's not mandatory that like you have to add one by one, like in the single chart and all. You can come just add to the cart from any domain, any place. You can do it from here, right? You can also add from here also. That is also possible. You can see, right? You can come here in the database executor, just mention your query, execute, and suppose I do it like this. So you can just add here also. So if you see, I have four charts, right? Four data are I'm in my transform cart. Okay, so let me tell you like how exactly this work. Mm, okay, so let's combine these two data. So monthly revenue trend and some of the top customer by revenue. So there is company and revenue, and here also we have month and revenue. So what we'll do, we'll combine this with using this revenue column. So we have a common detail, so we can just combine them. So what I'll do this join operations. So I'll do right join uh, customer. So if you see now it is able to combine the data. But what happens that month become null, right? Because they don't might not have the month common between them. So in this case also we have also like you can filter handle null. So I just drop the null. So like this is about the transform data. What I'm talking about this. Like I mean I'm showing you a sample example, but yeah, you can just think about the use case like wherever you needed this. So I want all them to be Jan month, right? So I just put them like field value as 1. So the month got replaced with 1. So this is one of the use case here. Uh, and next, you can just rename, you can deduplicate, remove the duplicate values, you can filter, you can sort, you can put limit date, if else conditions, union, join, unpivot. So a lot of options are there to transform. So you can just apply the formulas step one after another. So once you are done, then you just apply, like your data will be modified and transform accordingly, like as you move onwards with the process, like the steps. Then you can come to the chart. So basically, you can prepare the charts here. What kind of chart you need. So it's pretty easy, right? So with the respective requirement, you can just easily prepare whatever you want. So I'm like here you are seeing a very limited options, but I mean it can be done really, huge actually. So whatever the like chart transformation you need, you can come here and you can really prepare your whatever, however you want, and you can just save and publish, save and finish. So your charts got saved here. Whenever you need, just click on the edit. So it will move to the in progress item, and you can come here again and just do whatever you want here with this. So this is in progress, and this is like saved item already. So like what are the completed items are there. So yeah, I mean this is one of the use case. You can see the dark mode, how cool exactly it looks, right? So in the night mode also, you can really work with this. So this is one very good and useful feature that I was talking about, the R transformer transformation, and like how exactly you can it can help in the help the system to work on all. This is it. Uh, I can show something interesting here also. So I've asked questions regarding that last 2 years sales order comparison, and also create a 3D chart also. So what it do it like it just pull out from the system, and like it prepares some 3D analysis also. Like there are a lot of other chart supports also. Uh, but yeah, I mean some 3D. They asked some 3D charts to prepare, so we just prepared this 3D charts here. I'll show you like how exactly it work. So if you see, this is the 3D charted pair, right? So I guess yeah, I mean for any advanced analysis also, now in the system, now the system has some 3D chart support. So with the respective use cases, so we can perform 3D analysis as well. So this is one of the new feature also we implemented. I implemented in this application. Not exactly we, is I. Yeah, I mean, mention this AI chart and also, yeah, I mean, you can just come here and visualize and ask more questions and get more details on top of this. So yeah, I mean, you are aware of this, the rest of the charts, how exactly it work and all. So yeah, I guess it won't be required much to further explain this. But yeah, I mean, these all the things, all the details will definitely, I believe that it will really help the businesses to grow and analyze their data and uh, move forward with their application and use cases. Uh, Anything else I'm forgetting? Let me check. Yeah, I mean, I already explained this task scheduler, so you can just come here and schedule your task and like prepare, like what are the questions you want to put here and schedule. So accordingly, on the time, it will be the task will be triggered and prepare and send to the whoever the respective person you have assigned here. So this is also one of the a good feature that I think it can really help. On the top, I've also fixed this. It's not exactly fixed. I have added multiple providers like whoever the provider you are using. So basically, you can see the credit. So I've right now I'm using the DeepSeek, so it's showing DeepSeek. But I use Gemini, so it will show Gemini and Grok or any provider, right? You are using, so it can be displayed here. Mm, yeah. And for monitoring, you can come here and see the logs and visualize like if some issues and all that happen. So yeah, I mean you can check here. But yeah, I mean this is I believe that completely secure. But if like we can validate this also. If any critical details we are leaking here in this log, so we'll validate and figure it out. But right now, I so far like I did not saw any critical details we are leaking here in this log. But yeah, it can be revalidated and check again. But it can really helpful for the debugging and understand if any issue appear in the system itself. So, semantic, cache system has we have improvised this uh, in this application. But I can't show you exactly right now how effective it is. But yeah, I mean, some internal enhancement also has been done on top of this. Yeah. So this is all about the recent features that I have introduced in this, version 4. So this is the major release I've done. So yeah, I mean, these are the recent feature I have implemented. Let me know if any feedback you have for this app itself and any improvement that I can done here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye bye.